up, babies? How you guys doing? Today, I'm gonna do a reaction video to I'm gonna do a reaction video. It's gonna be interesting. The video is called 6 Lesbians versus 1 Fake Odd Man Out. This is from Jubilee. I'm not gonna say anything. Happy Lesbian Visibility Day. Let's see.
I'm a lesbian.
I am a lesbian.
One
that
is a
attitude.
liar.
I'm going to listen to my gut, listen to my gaydar, listen to my intuition.
I don't know, I'm like a little nervous about how personal and raunchy the questions might get.
I am curious what everybody's sign is, which I think is a pretty lesbian question to have.
I want to know their coming out story. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it sad? Is it funny? Is it crazy?
Hi everyone. Hi. Okay, who likes wieners? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Great question to start with.
None of it.
Is everyone single, taken?
Single.
Single.
I have a partner.
Taken, same.
Yes, I am taken.
Right away from somebody who says, you know, I have a partner, I'm already guessing you're not saying a gender. Most of the time people say genders. Things have changed a little bit, so people usually just say partner nowadays. But usually it's because they have somebody that is not a cisgender person. But who knows? I don't know. I'm not a professional. I'm just reacting.
You guys realize your attraction to women, and how did you feel about it? When you're a lesbian, you're just always in a relationship, but also never in a relationship at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. I knew at 16. My mom like saw my text between me and my girlfriend at the time, so I like forcibly came out of the closet. I'm sure like a lot of us have come out multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
I came out so many times, it's not even funny.
Come out every
Listen, I've come out to my mother and listen, I've come out to my family. I've lost count. I've come out to my family so many times, but it's like it goes in one ear and comes out the other. It's like, anyway, you want some dinner? That's literally how it goes. So, you know, if somebody, that's how it goes.
day, honestly.
Coming out is a lifelong process.
I came out like 6 months ago when I was 19. I like read the essay Compulsory Heterosexuality, went, oh my god.
Well, welcome.
I came out as bi when I was 15, and then to myself when I was around 17. Yeah, and then I came out to my whole family 2 years ago, exactly. It kind of did look like Anadita was reading off of something she wrote out, but it could be just because she's nervous.
And Anandita had the questions and like had her answer like almost memorized.
I'm sorry, Olive, but I'm gonna vote for you.
First of all, for a lot of these things, some people just need to write down all their shit. Because if you don't write down all your shit, I don't remember anything. Like, I go off the hat. And it's hard to do that. Sometimes if you're doing one of these things, especially when it's going to be out on YouTube and it's professionally filmed and it's a bunch of other people, you're going to want to write shit down. But that does not disqualify this girl from being straight. So, let's see.
The votes are in for round 1, and we have a 3-way tie between Rachel, Olive, and Anandita. Each person will get 15 seconds to state their case. Rachel, we'll start with you.
Okay, so I came out 12 years ago now when I was 16 because I started dating my first girlfriend. The only gay people at my high school were me, my girlfriend, and her ex-girlfriend, which I came to learn was a very lesbian situation to have as I got older.
That's definitely a thing. So I by her saying that, I don't think she's straight per se. Because it is true. Like, a lot of times, like, you wouldn't know. A lot of lesbians are friends with their exes, and then, like, they keep those friendships, and it's like, I'm like, wow, y'all like each other? Still? Hey, listen, hey.
2 years ago, we're about to move in together, hopefully in the next few months. In my free time, I volunteer for the Trevor Project. I'm like a huge advocate for LGBT rights and everything. I know I didn't talk that much in the first round. I know that's why y'all voted for me.
You being an advocate doesn't exactly make you queer. There's many straight allies out there or bisexual allies out there that aren't lesbians. So that wasn't a really good, that don't take you off the chopping block, baby girl.
I did really hardcore struggle with being a femme-presenting person because I do love femininity. I love being a feminine woman, but I also struggled with compulsory heterosexuality so heavily that I kept it guarded for myself for years. And it's especially hard because as an Indian woman, I've been conditioned my whole life to be married to a man and have kids.
This is a timer. this is a timer. These are timed answers. But still, this girl talks really fucking fast.
So I think I'm gonna vote for Rachel.
I think I'm gonna go for Anandita.
I don't know, I still have a weird feeling about Anandita.
I think I'm going to vote for Rachel again.
We have counted all the votes, and there is still a tie between
Oh my
Rachel and
gosh.
Anandita.
Imagine, first of all, imagine none of the ones that were picked are actually the one that is straight. None of them. And somebody off the back, I'm straight. That'd be really fun.
Each of you will get 10 seconds to state your case.
Okay, well, clearly, I think you can be a very feminine presenting woman and also be lesbian at the same time, which I think I've also dealt a lot with in the lesbian community from
You get shit
masculine
from that.
presenting lesbians.
You get a lot of shit.
Okay, so I have a master's in sexuality studies. I study lesbian moms. I'm a queer cultural competency educator. This is all my like queer collection books. I can pull out my publications for you.
This is impossible.
Rachel's story about her girlfriend in high school is really sticking to me, so I think I'm gonna go with Anandita again.
I'm gonna vote for Rachel again, but if it's Anandita, I'm gonna be mad.
Like, Anandita kind of just said the same thing again. Like, she didn't bring up anything new.
Because a lot of times it's the one thing they're dealing with. Like, that's the one thing you're dealing with. Like, the one thing that I deal with is that I am a little bit of masculine presenting. But a lot of feminine women, that's the one thing they deal with. People are always trying to tell them what their sexuality is. Like, bitch, if I want to wear heels and fucking, like, have oral sex with a woman, that's okay. The fuck? How does my fashion change anything about my sexual orientation?
I'm sorry, Rachel.
Just because you studied it doesn't mean that you are one, and you could just know the right things to say. So I'm voting for Rachel again.
The votes are in, and the person eliminated in round 1 is Rachel.
Honestly, what's more disappointing is that it came down to the two most feminine people on the call.
Again, to the two most feminine people on the call. They go through this a lot. Like, people go through this a lot, and I don't have that kind of experience, but having many friends that are feminine that happen to be lesbians, I've seen that shit happen. Even coming from gay women themselves. It's just like, if a feminine lesbian comes up to another lesbian who doesn't look that feminine, but whatever, and asks her out, and the latter woman says, no, I'm not into being anybody's experiment. How do you think that's gonna make her feel, you piece of shit? The fuck? How do you think that's gonna make her feel? That's horrible. Just accept people for how they come. Whatever their packaging is, I guess. I don't fucking know.
What's your favorite lesbian movie?
Not my favorite one, but did anyone watch Happiest Season?
Yo! I was gonna say Happiest Season.
She's straight. If you want a reaction to this movie, comment down below and let me know. Because if I get a request, I am gonna, and I'm not holding back either. Like a full reaction. If I have to do parts, I will. That's how strongly I feel about this movie. Not exactly bad or good, it's just conflicting.
Also because, okay, little name drop. I'm in a band, and our song is in the movie.
It's in the movie?
Yes. You famous.
Yeah, I wish I was famous. But anyway, first of all, just like watching a queer
That's great.
holiday movie, Chef's Kiss.
That's why when I was watching Haunting of Bly Manor, and I was like, a femme lesbian?
The Haunting of Bly Manor is one of the best horror, scary TV show love stories that I have seen so far in a while. Like, they did a really good job with that storyline. Like, it ended up tragic, then again, not really tragic because, well, you have to see it. Just see it.
What are some of the negative experiences that you've had with other lesbians within the community?
Oh, you're getting deep.
Well, I'm trying to play the game.
Kind of coming on a little strong with questions. I don't
wanna
know.
hear this.
Well, I've had a ton of negative experiences with men as well who don't believe me, which totally sucks,
Right.
having men turn lesbianism into a performative act for them.
Yep, they're definitely like, oh, you're too cute to be a lesbian. Like, what does that even mean? I can turn you straight. You can't. That's why I'm here.
You're too cute to be gay. You're too ugly to be stepping to a girl.
Did anyone have any negative experiences, just like overall, like anything scary that happened to you? Like I post a lot on TikTok, lesbian TikTok. I mean, I'm coming out of my car to go into my house and a bunch of teenage boys are walking by me and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh no. And then they just start screaming my name and I'm like, oh. And then they start screaming, you effing and I'm like,
Wow.
Isabel's music was in Happiest Season, and the director is a lesbian, so it makes sense that they would look for other lesbian artists.
I still have that weird feeling about Anandita though. Kind of giving me a Mole vibe.
Anandita, she just snapped, being like, just because I'm femme doesn't mean I'm a lesbian. And I'm like, I'm femme. I don't think that's what everyone was voting her out for.
She's a baby lesbian, but I'm kind of suspicious of Mel.
Olive?
Okay, one thing about this girl, what's her name? Anandita. If this is what she's been dealing with since she came out not too long ago, this is going to be a sore spot. So yeah, she's going to be defensive. I don't know if she's straight on this. I'm still a little bit confused, but I think the other girl, she's straight. But I think. But I don't think so. I don't know. Who knows?
Go for Desire.
I fully trust Isabel and Madeline. They're Canadians. They wouldn't lie to me. So I think I'm gonna have to vote Desire.
And we have another tie between Desire and Anandita. Each person will have 15 seconds to state their case.
Okay, well, I don't know what else I can say to convince you guys.
Okay, so clearly she pointed out her nails. I can't point out my nails because my nails are long, but long nails don't mean anything. You just gotta take your time. I really am a lesbian. Like, I don't really know what you guys want me to say. Like, I live with my significant other right now. My partner is non-binary. I like to kiss girls. I don't know.
I like to kiss girls. I don't know what else to tell. Yo, sometimes, listen, this is an interesting thing, but I gotta say, outside of this, I don't have to explain a single goddamn thing about my sexuality to anybody. If you have an issue, fuck off.
I don't know what else to say because I can't say nothing X-rated.
We have counted all the votes, and the person eliminated this round is Anandita.
I told you. Not
Well.
super happy about that, but I get it, you know.
And they're not even revealing who's who yet.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was the hardest part about coming out?
Yeah, so it was like 90s, early 2000s for me. There was no representation in TV, movies, nothing. I never saw myself anywhere.
Yes, there was. There's plenty of representation. But I'm going to correct it for myself. In entertainment in general. On TV, very few. But I'm not going to say none. Because that's not true. That's simply not true. There's been lesbian representation for decades. Is it hidden? Is it kind of like put under the rug? Mm-hmm. Is it ignored? Mm-hmm. Is it showcased? Nope. So that's probably why she said that. But there has been, in fact, representation for LGBT representation in general for decades.
I feel very lucky that I grew up in a time where, like, it's not perfect by any means within high school around that time, but I never felt comfortable with a label. Then I went to university. I met a lot of really amazing queer people. World shut down. I came home and I was like, on my own in my room was forced to examine what queerness meant to me, and that's when I was like, okay, I feel confident calling myself a lesbian. So it's been a very new-ish journey, but in the last year there has been some really good representation out there that I've been fortunate enough to be like, yes, we love to see it.
My coming out.
This pandemic has fucked up everything. But one thing that has come out of it is a lot of people have taken an opportunity to kind of readjust themselves, reinvent themselves, recenter themselves, and reanalyze themselves. And so I think that what this person, Mel, did is a very brave thing. It's a very wise thing for within her. I would have done the same thing.
Confident calling myself a lesbian. So it's been a very new-ish journey, but in the last year there has been some really good representation out there that I've been fortunate enough to be like, yes, we love to see it.
My coming out in general was super bad because I got caught doing something that I shouldn't have been. And then once I graduated college, I started second guessing myself, like, is this really right? You know, religious things. So then my hair started falling out.
We have counted all the votes, and the person eliminated this
Are you
round
kidding me?
is Mel.
Oh my god.
This is really sad. This means the Canadians betrayed me.
Give me a thumbs up if you want to go to round 4. Give me a thumbs down if you think you caught the mole and want to end the game now.
Oh, I don't know.
3, 2, 1. Majority has voted, and we will end the game now.
I want to know who's gay.
If the color turns green, you all win. If it's red, the mole is still in the game, and you lost.
I will destroy you.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
In 3, 2, 1.
No!
No!
The game is over, and the lesbians have lost.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. My gaydar isn't broken. It's not broken, but I knew it.
I'm so sorry.
I believed in you. Did not see that coming.
It is true, I'm in a band. We are called Cave Boy.
Gaydar is not a thing. People can identify any way and also look any way.
Being out, being proud, and
Gaydar is a thing. Get the fuck out of here. Gaydar is a thing to a certain extent. Gaydar is a thing. Yes, it is. Get out of here. To a certain extent. You notice, fam. Now, I will say that as the times progress, that form of identifying each other is going to become less relevant. Which, who cares? I mean, love who the fuck you want. I don't care.
who I was allowed me to continue to pursue a life of authenticity.
I love being a lesbian.
All right, so that was it for my video for today. That was it for my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments on like, you suck, you're horrible, blah, 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 you're a terrible human being, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. If you have a compliment, go for it. If you have any videos you'd like me to react to, if you have any videos that you'd like me to react to, let me know. This was interesting. This was interesting. I was still right though, so I'm sticking by it. I was right. Period. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good one. Go ahead and, I don't know, comment, subscribe, all that other crap. Have a good one. Bye, my babies.